Hello, and welcome to the virtual tour of my July garden here at the Hunter's Tryst in Edinburgh. As promised, the garden's rather more colourful now towards the end of July. And unlike the real world, you'll always see it in the nicest of weather, because on video we're not dependent on whatever the weather can throw at us on the day that we open. So, sit back and enjoy. When I moved here in 1983, the garden was pretty much a blank canvas, allowing me the opportunity to design it from scratch. So at that point, the basic plan to have a strong structure of shrubs and trees, supported by as many colourful herbaceous perennials as I could fit in, was established. As the herbaceous garden really comes into its own here in July, we're beginning to see a much more colourful flower display this month. As Tosh was unavailable for filming earlier on, I've just popped a little clip of him in here, supervising from one of his vantage points. The flowers of Phlox paniculata come in purples, pinks and whites on strong upright stems. This white variety has lovely bright green foliage starting as early as January, great for creating bright patches in an otherwise dull winter flower bed. This magnificent blue hydrangea is the very first hydrangea I bought for this garden in 1983. It came all the way from Cornwall in the back of my father's car and has remained this fabulous sky blue colour to this day. I planted it with lots of ericaceous compost to help maintain the acidity that it likes. I've had this stunning little Eryngium or sea holly, variety Picos Blue, for quite a few years in different areas, but at last it has found its favourite spot in the sun and is now doing really well there. I love this delicate wispy mix of pinks, whites and blues that you can see in this bed. Lots of blue Nepeta and Campanula with a bright splash of pink Dianthus. This remarkable red rose must be over 60 years old and is such a survivor. Isn't it a glorious colour? One of my favourite plants in flower this month is Salvia radio red. It isn't as reliable and robust as many of my plants, so I do try to take cuttings in case it doesn't overwinter too well. We're all familiar with Geranium or cranesbill, very reliable plants, but this variety, Geranium roseanne, is particularly good as it flowers for such a long time, unlike the other varieties. Bringing a bright flash of colour to this border are two varieties of Alstroemeria or Peruvian lily. The red variety is called Mars, and the very exotic yellow, pink and orange one is quite appropriately called Indian Summer. In recent tours round my garden, you saw some early Clematis. This is probably the one that flowers the latest in my garden, Clematis Japmanii. And this much shorter variety, growing in a pot, is called Clematis Rhapsody. I have quite a few bee-friendly plants here, and this Helenium is a good example. This variety is Helenium Sahin's early flowerer. And what gorgeous colours they are! Well, I do hope you enjoyed this month's virtual tour. And, again, there'll be another tour in August, so I shall look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.